computers like servers now. As we have seen a computer, this is a computer with some operating system in it. On top of that, applications we will use. As of now, personal applications we are experienced. These operating system vendors, as of now, in Microsoft and Unix flavors. There are many companies under Unix. Microsoft has Windows series, Windows 7, Windows 10. Okay. Unix series, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, CentOS, Ubuntu. Okay. Many Linux OS are there. This is graphical user interface with mouse itself you can manage. This completely CLI, command line interface. Two kinds of operating systems were already available in the market. Okay, now these operating systems are two types. While developing the operating system itself, the vendor will develop the operating system in two categories. Okay, one is client OS, another one is server OS. Two types of operating systems. So as of now, we might have experienced only one type of operating system that most of us at least, okay, and the client operating system only, like all the sorry Windows XP. Later, it was Vista, then Windows 7, 8, 8.1, 10, and latest is 11. All these operating systems are client operating systems. So simply I will say personal use. Okay. Just in our generic word, I'm saying these are all for personal use. Okay. As of now, we are using right to attend a class, to prepare your resume, to for your basic needs, like to browse through WhatsApp, whatever it is, like Facebook, some Gmail, personal work, right? So personal side. And there is one more operating system called server operating system. These vendors only, these operating system vendors only will develop operating systems in two categories: server separately, client OS separately, personal use separate, business application separate. Okay, so like here, the Windows series, if you see, sorry, Windows name itself, it will have Windows Server. 2008 is very old, it's outdated. Even before there was 2003, even before that it was Windows NT 2000, old, very old OSs are there. 2016, 19, and the very latest is 22. Okay, up to 12 it is outdated, like 16, 19, and 12, 22 are widely used now. Very latest one is 22 from Windows series. And Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Linux version 7 and 8 are available. Even 6 and 5 are there, but they are outdated. Ubuntu, Ubuntu 20 is the latest one. Okay. So these operating systems are available, are separately developed for server operating system as well. Then what is the difference here? If you see client OS versus server OS. If you install Windows 7 here, if you execute, let's say what is like 10 plus 50, it gives the same output. Even if you install server OS here on the computer, it will give the same output. Then what is the difference? Okay, if you install here client OS or server OS, whatever it is, it will give the same output for an instruction. Then what is the difference? This server operating system specially designed to run business applications. So some very basic example, many people can understand easily. So example is like one of the example is SAP. If you try to install that application on your client operating system, it will not even install. Install చేసేటప్పుడు error వస్తుంది. This operating system I cannot install on this operating system. all the required information is not available in this current operating system. Some kind of error message will give. If you install the same program on the server operating system, it will install and it will work as we expect. Okay. Then what is the difference? It will have same client operating system plus some extra information. Client OS plus some extra information together makes server operating system. That extra information was specially designed to run business applications like this. Not only this one, whatever the business applications across worldwide, right? They'll keep in mind and develop this kind of server operating system separately. So now it is having client OS from extra information. Okay, together helps to run business application. Without this extra information, you can use it for personal use only. So if you add all together, if you say like use it personal server operating system for personal computers also, it will be unnecessary extra burden on the operating system. Okay? We don't need that much heavy OS to run personal use. This much is enough. That's why there are two categories. Business applications separate. So what are the business applications? There are many applications. Just SAP is one example. Okay. The internet banking, ICICI Mobile, SBI banking websites that we use, Flipkart, Amazon, okay, all your mobile applications, anything, okay, Facebook, WhatsApp, everything, the business application, they will be running on the server OS only. Okay, they will be installed on server OS. We will use our client operating systems to manage them. Let's say if you want to browse a Facebook website, your personal account, from your laptop you connect to the application. Facebook application is here. Via internet you connect to the application and you store some image that will be stored here. Tomorrow if you come and access, again it will be visible. That application will be running 24 by 7 again. Always they will be up. Even if you wake up in the midnight and access your WhatsApp, there should be latest information. Facebook, it will have latest information anytime. Your banking website, anytime you access, they will be accessible. It will show your updated information. Okay, so like that. Business applications will be installed here. We use our personal computers, mobiles or laptops to access these kind of business applications. For us, maybe entertainment like WhatsApp and Facebook, but for that company, that's their business. Not only that, like all banking websites, whatever the mobile applications that you use. Fine. Even Teachment that we use. For us, it's a learning application available for free of cost. For me, like it's like I'm paying for them, right? So for that company, it's a business application. They are getting money from me. Okay. If their service is not good, I'll change different. I'll go to different website. So like that. If they are not maintaining good, they will lose business. So anytime you access the website, it should be up and running. That's why 24 by 7 they will be running. This operating system and this application will be always up and running. If there is any problem, they need let's say suddenly in the midnight like operating system was crashed. When OS is crashed, application also will not work. Okay, so when you're trying to access Teachme, the class is not accessible. Then you complain me, and I will complain that company application is not accessible, some issue. Okay, so like fine, understood. Basic server OS with application. Next, the same way, however, operating systems are two types. Computer also two types. Okay. Personal computers versus server computers. Okay, so all laptops and desktops comes under this category. All laptops and desktops are personal computers only. Then what are server computers? Okay, so there are specially manufactured computers which we call it as server computers only. Fine. So laptops and desktops comes under personal computers category. All the server computers are specially manufactured. So even the people with 10 years or 15 years of experience, they will not even get chance to see the server computers. They will be working on servers. They might have like 10 years of hands-on experience on the technology, but they will not get chance to see the server computers because most of the cases the servers will be located in the business location, like wherever the client headquarters is located. We will be working from remote office. Even let's say we are working for Bangalore based company, data center is in Bangalore, server room is in Bangalore, but we will not get chance to go to the server room and check. Most of the things we handle 99% remote location, sitting from our office or home itself we can manage. Okay, so like that. So where is the top vendor in the market? HP, one of the model I'm just giving. Gen 9, two models, Gen 9 and 10. Okay. HP Proliant DL 380 generation 9 and generation 10. Even generation 8, 7 are also there, but they are outdated. Such way. Next market leading server vendor is Dell. They have a server model called Power Edge series, but different numbers are there. Latest one is R720. Something like we have Dell Vostro laptop, Lenovo ThinkPad, something like that, right? Like that. So model names, server computer, model names. Third from the top is Cisco C260, M4 and M5 series. Each server vendor named their models differently. These are the model names. Right now in the market, top server vendor is HP, second is Dell, third is Cisco. Even Lenovo is there, Supermicro, Fujitsu, lot of Hitachi also has server computers. So many other vendors are there, but these are the top three vendors, top three server vendors in the market right now, and one of the example from each vendor. Then what is the difference if you execute same instruction on personal computer also you get the same output? Server computer also will have same hardware, RAM, CPU, motherboard, however our laptop has, right? It will also will have same hardware specifications, hardware components, but specifications are different. Something like if you see personal computers, maximum you can find 16 GB RAM. But if you see server computer, there are computers with 12 terabyte RAM itself. RAM itself 12 terabyte. We can understand how fast they work. Okay, we can't even imagine. Depends on usage. People will buy from 512 GB RAM to 12 terabyte. Depends on their usage. The same way CPU also, too advanced processor than our laptops. Hard disk also will be extra. So even sometimes like if you see older servers, even one person can't lift, it will be so weight. Nowadays, like technology is advanced, one person can lift easily. In our lab also we have two physical servers. Okay, if someone wants to check, you can check it. It will be bigger in size, heavier in weight, but it will have the same components. Motherboard with lot of RAM, CPUs and all inserted together. Altogether, it will weigh more compared to personal computers. And these server computers will be always running. If there is no faulty hardware, there is no hardware problem. If there is proper cooling system in that building, even there are computers with 5 years. If you power on now, even after 5 years, they are up and running only without any problem. Okay. So these server computers will be always up and running. Okay. Now, server operating system will be installed on server computer, and business applications will be installed on the server operating system. And this entire model, okay, we call whatever the application is running inside that machine, we call it together as a server. Computer, OS, and then application will be in the same machine. One physical server with OS, one OS, and one application on top of it. And this part we are familiar. Personal computer with Windows 7 or client operating system, you might have experienced many times to watch a movie, to update your resume, some project work, whatever, your personal things. Okay, these are laptop with Windows 7 or Windows 10 operating system, and we use these client machines to access the business application which is running on this model. Okay, Understood? And this part we might have not experienced, but we might have experienced only one word as of now from this category is server down, you have to wait for some time, something like that. Basic. Okay. And commonly we see in banks or wherever there is a lot of queue, right? There, if there is any work is getting delayed, they will be saying server is down, you have to wait for some time. Situation. Okay, so this thing, if there is any problem in any of the three layers, computer, OS, application, they will not be accessible from our end, laptop or mobile, it will not be accessible. They will say you have to wait for some time, server is down. Even they will not be knowing this entire architecture. So let's say bank, there is one banking application here. The teller with their laptop, they're trying to access to deposit your money. You're waiting in the queue. Okay, they are not able to open this application. They will say server is down. But server computer is up and running, OS is up and running. There may be problem with application. Yeah, that application only not working properly. But if you see that computer is up and running, rest everything is fine. It has some problem with that website or application, whatever it is. We are trying to deposit money that is not working. But still they say server is down. But actually server is up and running. Physical computer is up and running without any problem. Okay. They will not be aware of this architecture. They still say server is down. Next scenario. Server is fine. Maybe there is problem with operating system. OS is not booting up. You are powering up your laptop. It's showing like starting Windows and keep rebooting. It never shows your desktop. Some problem with operating system. Hardware is fine. When operating system itself is not coming up, then you will not be able to open any application inside. Let's say you want to open a resume which is stored in your laptop, but it is not showing up your desktop. You can't access, right? The same way here also, when there is a OS problem, application will not run. In that case also they will say server is down. Fine. Clear? So, and third case, if there is actual hardware problem in the server, you are trying to power up, it's not even showing any blank screen or shorting window, nothing is coming up. Maybe motherboard itself crashed, or RAM crashed, or maybe processor itself crashed. Some hardware problem itself. When hardware problem itself, OS also will not come up, application also will not be accessible. In that case also they will be saying server is down. Okay, so there may be there may be issue at any of the layer here. They will call the same thing because they are not aware of this entire architecture. From now onwards, we are the administrator who will take care of this infrastructure. No need to worry about this application. And even in nowadays, like we are learning VMware, right? We don't even worry about this OS also. Below the layer, we will work. Okay, so there will be even not hardware. You don't need to go to directly to the hardware and open the box. Nothing like that. Okay, we'll see like where our role will comes in here. There are three layers, right? Computer, OS, and application. Okay, understood? So any business application runs in the same model, whatever the kind of business they are running, software, okay, hardware, manufacturing, pharmaceutical, universities, hotels, any kind of business. Okay, they will be running with this model only. Server operating system, business application. Any kind of business whenever they start, they need people like us to take care of it. And also, important thing is 24/7 they should be up and running. So that's why I was saying like whenever you contact me, 80% we will have 24/7 jobs only. And few cases we will have only if it is Indian based client, we get only India based working hours kind of thing. Okay. Or there is a global model also. Let's say there will be a team from US, there is team from India. Night shift they will cover in their business hours. We cover in our business hours. Day shift. So very few companies has that model. So depends on which project or which company that you select, you get that model. Otherwise, 80% 24/7. Okay. One team from here itself will take care all the shifts. A rotational will be there. Once in a week. I mean, yeah. Weekly rotation or bi-weekly rotation or monthly rotation. Three models will be there. Once in a month, shift will change, or once in a week, means entire week. Okay, weekly once, or bi-weekly once. Okay, like that. Fine. So, and don't worry about this model. We are not involved in any of this layer here. So we will be even advanced layer will come here. So there'll be one more layer will involve here between the physical computer versus server operating system. One more layer will come. Okay, we will work there. Fine. Any questions from this model? Very basic thing before we understand anything like the server model we should understand.
In operating system, so we have 2008 R2 and 2012 R2. So what is exactly mean that R2? I mean that, bro. I mean,
One of the model, let's say there
because
is something on your laptop E5410. There is no meaning they have model defined when they have developed it. It's a model number, server model number.
okay, all right.
You have laptop, right? Dell, let's say Dell Vostro E5410 something. So there is specific model with some hardware configuration, which generation they have added. They'll just name it model.
All
Fine,
right.
understood?
Thanks.
No.
Yeah, thanks.
So this part we don't directly get to see it, but we will be working remotely from this model. Okay, we'll see that. That's what I was saying. This technology is related to completely the business applications. It's not for our personal application, laptops and desktop. Okay. We'll just take an example of an organization. Okay. Let's say they have 10 applications, something like similar to Flipkart. I'll consider. Okay. They have 10 main website. To talk to the customers, there is a chat application. If you want to send an email to the customer, okay, like email support. If you want to call, a phone application. Okay. So a lot of like to deliver SMS to you, to track the message, to track the packet where it is. Okay, SMS service. So a lot of like some similar. Total 10 applications are there with that business organization. To run their website and do some business, they have total 10 applications. Okay. So now what they will buy, or what they'll do, right? In traditional model, buy a physical server, process. I'll from now onward come server processor. I'll refer i3, i5, i7 are just for personal use. On the server computer, the processor completely names are different. Xeon, Nephron, E5, Gold, okay, different names will be there. Okay, model name, processor model. They'll buy a physical server, install what was client or server. Okay. Windows Server 2022 version 2020. So they will if there is a physical server, server OS only will be installed. And yeah, I want to refer other thing. Okay, that's fine. Server OS will be installed, and let's say all the 10 applications are installed here itself. All the 10 applications are installed on one machine itself. Now, tomorrow, if there is a problem on the hardware or maybe problem on the OS side, will cause all the 10 applications to go down. Okay, you are trying to purchase something in middle of the transaction, your money got debited, but they did not receive that money, whatever the money that you are trying to transact, they did not get it. It was debited from you, and order was not confirmed. Okay, you are trying to reach, open the website, it is not opening. You are trying to chat with them, it's not working. You are trying to send an email, it's not working. You are trying to call them, it's not working. You are not getting any SMS update also. There is no way to contact them. Okay, let's say it's not coming up even after 2 days, whatever it means. You will not wait that much time, let's say at least 2 to 3 hours. You will be worried about your money, right? we paid so much money and there is no update. No one is confirming well what happened with my money and all. Okay, definitely. And next time, let's say for some reason, like you got that money back, but next time when you are trying to purchase, will you prefer this website? Okay. Normally, we don't prefer. We'll look at the next option, next best option, something like Amazon, whatever, the competitor website. There, they will lose business, okay, directly or indirectly. And also, you will share with this information with 10 of your friends. They will also will not trust this website. Directly, indirectly, they will lose some business here because of this bad design. Because of reason, all the applications are installed on one machine itself. That is one reason. And next thing, when you try to install one application, it's installed here. You have total 10 applications, right? One is installed. Second one also you are trying to install here. If you are trying to install the second one, again, both applications need same operating system file at a time. It's like conflict. Okay. This operating system can serve only one person, the specific application OS file. It can be accessible by one application, but both are trying to access at the same time. It can serve any one application only. Other will stop or fail. That's the reason when two applications, we will not put it on one machine itself. And every one machine, we will put only one application. One reason is compatibility. Both cannot work at a time. Conflict will be there. Second one failure can cause more damage. Okay, more impact it will create. That's the second reason. We will not install multiple applications on the same machine. If you install one application, if you check this computer usage, maybe 30 to 40% usage only will be there. RAM, CPU usage will be 30 to 40% usage. That's what yesterday we have checked. Personal computer usage, right? From the task manager, go to performance tab. Here you can see the real-time usage of any computer, server, personal, whatever it is. Real-time usage, what applications are running here, that we can check. Okay, so this computer usage is 40%, but your company has invested some 3 lakh on this physical computer and one application is installed and they want to install 9 more applications. So what they have to do? Yeah, again 3 to 4 lakhs they have to invest, buy one more server, similar or less or more. They need to buy, install Windows server, same OS or different OS, doesn't matter. Okay. Second application they will install. Let's say they have invested some 3.5, whatever it is, just on an average. Okay. And here also, let's say on an average, 35% of the resources are only used. This computer, this application uses only maximum this much. Fine, they are getting enough performance output from these computers because two applications are running, they are getting enough profit out of it. Forget about that. But here, when demand is increased, when they want to install one more application, they are buying one more computer. And but it's not even 50% also utilized. Okay. So like that, if they want to install all these 10 applications, how many computers they need to buy? So total 10 physical servers they have to buy. Okay. Install whatever, maybe Red Hat Linux and database. Okay, 10th one is something like database. I'm just using different words. Right now, all the 10 machines are ready. 10 applications are running on 10 different machines, 10 different physical servers, different OS, and different applications. Now they are selling this product in the market. So many people, okay, using this website to buy something and they are getting good profit out of it. Okay. So that was the model. This is the traditional IT infrastructure. It used to call traditional IT infrastructure. Every company used to run their business applications on this model. By if they want to extend, or grow their business, install more applications, buy one more computer, and do the same thing. Before 2000, before 1998, it was the only model available. Either you install Windows or Linux on every physical server and run the business application. Even nowadays, there are few companies, but they are transitioning slowly, slowly. Very few are there. Many are already moved up. This was the old model. Okay. Forget about the investment. They were getting a good profit out of here. And the thing is, like three people started investigating. Okay. Three guys started investigating. So they are paying so much money here, and not even 50% of the compute power is used. Compute power means RAM and CPU. But still they are buying more and more hardware. Why we are wasting so much of compute power and investing more and more money? Okay, so they started a company called VMware, and they started finding the drawbacks in the traditional model. That's right, infra. They started finding drawbacks in the traditional model. One, very first thing, under utilization of resources, compute power, okay, RAM, CPU. We have purchased, we paid so much money and purchased lot of memory and CPU, but we are not using that much. One application is using on an average 30% to 40% of the compute power only. Then space. When you have more servers, you need more space to place them. When you have 10 computers, how much space you need, okay, in this building? If you have 100 machines, how much space? If you have 1000 machines, how much? So more hardware, you will be occupying more space. In India, the rentals are very cheap, like real estate and rentals are cheap compared to outside India. Outside India, like every square feet that you occupy to place your machines, it's not like in regular rooms. There will be a secure building where we place all these physical servers called data center. Some Windows guys or any other IT side guys might have heard. It's a very secure building where we'll keep the company's physical servers, all networking, everything. Okay, we'll keep in that secure building. It will be built with military grade security options. Okay, very very secure buildings. Will have always redundant power, redundant AC. Even company CEO also will not have access. Only the team who manages that building, who manages the machines inside, that team only will have. If needed, they have to get access whenever they needed temporary access. They get and go. If needed, if it is a valid person. Otherwise, very strict to enter into this building. Even if you go outside India, we cannot even identify there is a data center. Okay, so that kind of secure, same like where they use military, they use bunkers and all, right. We cannot even identify there are people staying there, kind of buildings. Okay, that much critical for any business. Their infrastructure is very important. That's all. Okay, space. Every square feet they occupy in that building, then it's chargeable. When you have more hardware, you will be paying more money. Okay, so like that. Then power consumption. In our lab itself, we have like some 10 computers. We'll be getting 5,000 per month power bill on an average. Okay. If I have like 10 more machines, almost it will double. It's not only direct power consumption in this data center. I'm saying like the secure building, right? In that data center, it should be almost less than 10 degrees centigrade always. So for that, they need more cooling power, more AC. Okay, that means AC will be running just 5 to 10 degrees of centigrade. They will be maintaining. So continuously they will be running. Excuse me. So when you notice, like even your laptop, if you're continuously using for 3 to 4 hours, it will be produced. Processor will be producing more heat, so you need to cool up sometime, like shut down and leave for some time. Like the physical server, we cannot shut down, right? when they will be running, always running, up and running, the processor will be generating more heat. That's why they need more cooling power on that building. Otherwise, if it crashes 60 or 70 degrees, server will shut down. When server shut down, we know what will happen. Application will not be accessible. Okay, so like that, business will be impacted. So that's why they will be always up and running. So they need more power in that building. Power bill will be more when you have more hardware. If you have 10 machines, if versus you have 50 machines versus you have 100 machines, more and more. Okay. And hardware maintenance. Okay. So in our lab, we have like 10 computers, right? The lab PCs, server computers all together. Okay. So at least monthly, there will be one hardware component will be failing. Keyboard, RAMs, something, some of the device will be keep failing. Okay. Recently we purchased like 5 lab pieces, but one of the monitor is not working. We need to buy again. So when there is a faulty hardware, I need to go to market and buy the same one again, bring it here and replace it. Okay. If there are 10 machines it's left, monthly or once in 2 months I'm going to the market and buying the same new hardware and replacing the faulty hardware. If you have 100 machines, maybe twice in a week I need to go. If I have 1,000 machines, maybe daily there will be some maintenance. Okay. When you have more hardware, more maintenance work will be there. And again, if you see server computer, if you want to perform maintenance work, that means you want to shut down this machine. You need to stop the application, shut down the OS, stop the power supply to this computer, then open the box, then insert the new one, replace the faulty one. So overall this process, you are stopping your application. So your applications will be impacted during this outage maintenance. Whatever the application that is dependent on this thing will be stopped. Okay, even if you, that's why if you access your banking website, there may be one banner will be going sometime. There will be planned maintenance going on this weekend, whatever the date they will mention. So kind of planned maintenance, these kind of reasons. Okay, planned maintenance. So when you have more hardware, you will have more maintenance. You need to keep shutting down your applications. Next, administrators. When it is running 24 by 7, they need some people to cover 24 by shift, like all the 3 shifts, they need people. When you have 10 machines, 3 guys are enough. When you have 100 machines, maybe 5 to 6. When you have 1,000, 10 to 15 guys. Okay, depends on more hardware, more administrators are required to take care of this, all the issues and fix them immediately. Okay. So these are all the drawbacks they have noticed. These 3 guys noticed every IT infrastructure before 98 was facing these kind of drawbacks. Even though they spend a lot of money, they are not utilizing the computers efficiently. They are paying more and more when they are buying more and more physical computers. Power consumption is more when you have more computers. More hardware you have, more maintenance will be there. Okay, so like, these are the drawbacks. Overall, it directly proportional to the investment of that company. They are investing more and more money to run their business. Okay, that used to be like that before 1998. Anyone has questions as of now? We'll go with their solution now. What solution they have provided now? Clear? And now, these 3 guys noticed these drawbacks, right? They started finding some solution for these drawbacks. For every IT info, we are wasting so much resources and spending more and more money again. Okay, they have developed new operating system from the VMware company. They have developed new operating system. Okay. So what is the name of that operating system? So here it's a physical server. A physical server with some specifications. Install the newly developed operating system. Before we used to install Windows or Linux. Only the 2 options were available. Now We have third option from VMware. Install this newly developed operating system. Once you install, we can create folder on top of it. Same way, like however on my laptop I create a folder, right? So simple, we can create here. Okay. Once you create, this operating system will help us to split RAM, CPU, and hard disk from this physical computer to this folder on the screen. Okay. That means we can assign, let's say, 8 GB RAM here and 2 processors and 50 GB hard disk. RAM and hard disk directly it will be minus. Out of 100, we have allocated 8 now. So we left with 92 GB RAM. Out of 1000 GB, we have allocated 50 GB hard disk. So we left with 950 GB hard disk. CPU, there is a different logic. We will discuss later about the CPU splitting, how it will split. Here we are saying one processor, but here there are two processors. Okay, we'll discuss about that later. RAM and hard disk directly it will be minus from this count. No new calculations. Okay, simple minus. Once we get RAM, CPU, and hard disk to this folder, we are calling it as virtual machine. It works exactly like a physical computer. It is now this folder with RAM, CPU, and hard disk equivalent to a physical computer with 8 GB RAM, 2 CPUs, and 50 GB hard disk. However, a physical computer with 8 GB RAM, 2 CPUs, and 50 GB hard disk works. This folder also works exactly the same, not above or not below. Okay, physical computer, laptop or desk, server computer, 8 GB RAM, 2 CPUs, 50 GB hard disk ఉంటే ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది ఈ ఫోల్డర్ కూడా ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా అలాగే వర్క్ అవుతుంది. Okay, that means we can install some OS here, Windows Server 2022 and run one of the application here. Here, so this, however, this physical computer with 8 GB RAM, 2 CPUs and 50 GB works. This computer also gives the same output as this physical computer. This virtual computer gives the exact output same as a physical computer with same specification. Okay, ఇక్కడ 100 GB mention చేశాను. It's ignore it. Like if it is 8 GB, however it works, this also works exactly the same way. Okay, not above or not below. Fine. We have installed one application now. Now we have still 92 GB available with us. Create one more folder. What is it called? That folder? Yeah. Create another virtual machine. Allocate whatever the amount of RAM and CPU need. 4 GB RAM, 1 CPU, and 50 GB hard disk. Install Windows 19. Install the second application here. Something like, let's say, 5 virtual computers you have created here. Total 5 virtual machines you have created. So total how many applications can you install on this? Fifth application will be installed here. Every virtual machine you can install one application only. Here same like here, every physical machine, physical server, you install one application. Same thing here, install one application and one virtual machine. So total we have five applications. So total this company has 10, right? Now on one physical machine, install this OS and 5 virtual machines are created. So now buy one more physical computer, do the same thing. All the 10 applications are running on just 2 physical computers now. Okay, 2 physical servers with a newly developed operating system from VMware and helping us to create 10 virtual computers. All the 10 applications are running on just 2 physical computers now with the help of 10 virtual machines. Right? And usage of this computer is now around 80%. usage of this computer, maybe 75 to 90, whatever it is, 75% on an average, I'm saying. However, they were getting profit here when they run all 10 applications on 10 physical servers. They are getting same profit here, same 10 applications running on virtual computers. They are getting same output, no difference in the performance, that means our profit. Okay? But we have only 2 physical computers now. Earlier 10 were there. Okay, so now we'll see whether we have overcome these drawbacks or not. First thing, underutilization of resources. So here the resource usage was, RAM and CPU usage was together less than 40%. Here it's increased up to 80% because more folders, more RAM and CPU will be utilized. On an average, 80% it is using. That means we have solved this problem. Except we are efficiently using, right? Right? 80 to 90% we are using. So RAM and underutilization of the resources is overcome. Next, space. Space for 10 physical computers. Here, space for 2 physical computers. Obviously, very less. Then, power consumption. Power bill for 10 computers. Power bill for 2 computers. Maintenance. Failure chances on 10 computers versus failure chances on 2 computers. Okay. So, overall administrator, one guy may be enough. Okay, like that. Clear? So, and also we are not compromising on the output. Profit is same because all the 10 applications are running with same quality. Okay, we don't need to worry about that profit. And with this model, all the drawbacks are overcome, and people are saving on an average very less to minimum to minimum. VMware is saying 10 is to 1 range you can save your investment. That means earlier you were investing 10 rupees and you are gaining 100 rupees as profit. Now with this model, you invest 1 rupee, you still get 100 rupees as profit. That was not only explained, it was proven. Okay. Even people now saving like 100 is to 1 range also. This was minimum to minimum, 10 is to 1 range they say, but people are getting 100 saving like 100 is to 1 range also. Compared to traditional model, if they use VMware, this new OS, people are saving a lot of. This with respect to business application, not for personal laptops and desktop. Okay, not for employee laptop and desktop. Okay, employees need same laptops to work with. Understood? That's the reason many companies started using this product itself directly. It's not only just explained, it is proven in the market. Many people gave feedback from 1998 to 2000 range. Then from 2003 onwards, it started picking up. After that, US Twin Tower collapse, right? The few companies were already using virtual computers there. They were able to quickly bring it up on different data centers. So from that moment, right, they start picking up. Many people start liking this product and purchasing it. Okay, and it is also like it's been 26 years. Last year it was 25th year celebrated. It's 26 years now, and it is very stable in the market. Okay, even there are competitors, their products are not that stable compared to this one. Okay, that's why the usage of this product is high compared to any other competitor in the market. Fine. Any questions? And people with this model, they are trying to migrate to this one. So already migrated right now. Many people are aware of this virtualization. So, and these virtual computers only will be presented on cloud computing. This on one web page. These virtual machines only will be presented on single web page. They call it as cloud computing. Without this technology, there is no cloud computing. Fine. So we'll see that clearly a cloud class also will be there. How cloud computing looks like, how this technology looks like, which one is widely used, why, all those reasons we will discuss. Any questions now? You can ask me, like in the traditional infrastructure, when we install multiple applications on one physical computer, one failure was impacting a lot, more damage, was causing more damage. Here also same thing can happen, right? One physical computer, there are 5 applications are running. If same thing happens here, one damage can cause more impact here. Here also 5 machines will be impacted, right? It's not just like 5, like I'm just in this example I'm taking 5, like there are one physical server with VMware OS. There are like 100 and VM, 10, 100 and 200 VMs also running. That means that many VMs will be impacted, that many applications. Yes, but we can quickly recover them. If there is any failure here, all whatever the 5 virtual machines running here, they will power off, but they will power on automatically here on the second one. On the second physical server, they will automatically power on. We have a feature for that. Okay, so there are many automated features like that, they will work. And our responsibility is to understand how that features works, what are the minimum requirements for that. Okay, to configure customer in servers to meet that requirements, what are all the things we need to prepare. Those kind of things we will do later. ఫిజికల్ సర్వర్ డ్యామేజ్ అయితే ఆ 5 సర్వర్స్ ఆఫ్ అయిపోతాయి. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చాను ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఆన్ అవుతాయి. ఉన్నారు అది మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి, అదే మనం రెస్పాన్స్. గుడ్ క్వశ్చన్. మనం ఇక్కడ మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి ఇంత ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ కూడా. అదే కరెక్ట్. అలాంటి సిచ్యుయేషన్లో ఏంటంటే మనం ఓవరాల్గా ఇంకొక సర్వర్ని కూడా పెట్టుంటాం, అది నెక్స్ట్ వస్తుంది, దానికి ఒక సపరేట్ ఫీచర్ వస్తుంది, అప్పుడు చెప్తాను. ఓన్లీ ఎంటీగా పెట్టము, యావరేజ్గా రన్ అవుతుంటుంది. దీంట్లో ఒక 60%, దాంట్లో ఒక 40%, ఇంకో దాంట్లో 60%, బ్యాలెన్స్డ్గా. So that will be another feature we will discuss during that feature.